Hi, this is Rhythm, and welcome to What Happened. This is my show, and I'm here to talk about what happened. All you gotta do is tell me what happened, and we'll come up with a resolution. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about operating in one's fullness. In order to operate in one's, we're gonna get right to it. Today we're gonna talk about operating in your fullness, and let's get right to it. Okay, so in order to operate in your fullness, first and foremost, you have to be yourself. You have to be yourself. And what better is it to be yourself? You just be yourself. It's not hard. It's like the easiest thing you can ever do is just be yourself. Because you're the best self you could be. Because it's you. And can't nobody beat you at being yourself, right? So just be yourself. And that's really how you operate in fullness, is being yourself. But in relationships and friendships, we tend to operate outside of our fullness. For an example, let's start with a friendship. For example, let's start with a friendship. Say you're friends with someone, and that friend requires you to do so much. Oh, could you do this? Could you do that? I need you to do this. Oh, would you be a dear and do this? Would you do this and do that? And they require things of you that you just don't want to fulfill that requirement. You don't want to do it. You're tired. You just don't feel like it. You flat out just don't want to do it. But in order to please that person, you go out of your fullness, out of yourself, and you do it. Now, I'm not saying that sometimes, you can't just, help somebody out, even when you don't really, really want to. But if it's something that you is absolute, that's just, you don't have the time for it, you don't want to make time for it, then don't do it. Don't do it. You have friends that sometimes that require more than you can give. Or not, let me say this, more than what you're willing to give. You have friends that require more than what you're willing to give. And in order to stay friends with that person, you feel as though that you have to keep you have to keep up with them. You have to do all the things that they require. It's like a job. You got to fulfill all the requirements of this job, of this friendship. And that's not fair. And when you get home or when you separate, you're exhausted from putting so much into to something, and you just really didn't have a passion behind it. It's something you didn't want to do. You was only doing it because they asked you. And I'm here to tell you that you don't have to do that. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do it. Because listen to this. Being and operating in your fullness is being yourself. And if it's something that you don't want to do, or if it's something that bothers you while doing it, or being able to do it, or how can I say this? If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Usually when we do stuff that we don't want to do, 9 times out of 10 it's not done right. And when we do it, we don't do it with the right energy. We do it with a tired, lazy, and a don't want to energy. Anyway, so my thing is, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. And if your friend cannot handle your nose, then maybe that just ain't the friend for you. That is just not the friend for you. Because your friends got to be able to handle your nose. Just like you got to be able to handle your friend's nose. But if you're a person that requires just as much from your friends without checking in on them and saying, hey, is this something you really want to do? Or not knowing your friend well enough to know that your friend is tired. Or not knowing your friend well enough to know that this is something your friend don't even want to entertain. You got to be able to pick your friends and don't let them pick you, so to speak. Operating in your fullness is doing what feels good to you. Doing what makes your spirit say yes. Doing what settles the soul, eases the mind, relaxes the brain. That. It's a calmness that comes over you when you do things. It's a feeling of completeness that comes over you when you do things. A sense of justification, a sense of satisfaction when you do things. Your body is all about emotions and feelings and vibrations. So I vibrate different when I'm doing something that I don't want to do. When I'm being forced to, or feeling like I have to and all of that. I have learned that friends, family, mother, sister, brother, cousin, I don't care who it is. If it's something that I do not want to do, that I'm not comfortable with doing, you got to respect my no. If you do not respect my no, then there comes this word called distance. I apply that. I will apply it. And if distant doesn't work, it's another word that they say, cut off. I will just cut you off because my tolerance level is really low. Now, everyone's tolerance level isn't like mine. Some people can accept a lot. Some people can accept more than a lot. Some people can accept a whole bunch. So, hey, I'm not the one to say, hey, just end it. I would never tell you just to end something unless it was, detrimental to your health. Other than that, your tolerance level might be higher than mine. You might can tolerate more than I can. I know that I have a very low tolerance for a lot of different things. And I have a low tolerance, a very low tolerance next to, zero tolerance for people who can't accept me for who I am. Because I'm not going to stop being me. I love me and I love being me. I'm the best at it. Like, have you ever been the best at something? Imagine being the best at yourself. Why would you want to be lesser than that? Why would you want to be less than the best? See, I don't want to be less than the best of me. So, with that being said, in order to operate in your fullness, you got to love you. You got to know you. So that way, when someone asks you to do something that's totally out of your fullness, you know when to say no. I'm not doing that. Or, no, I just don't feel like doing that. No, you're going to have to get someone else to do it. Are you sure you can't do it? Now, it's sometimes you got to, you have friends or family and things of that situation that you got to help out in the clutch, I don't mind doing that. If it's in the clutch and I know that you don't have nobody else as a friend, it won't trouble me to help you if I know that you can't get no one else, to help you in this situation. And I'm really available to help you. I just was feeling a little tired that day. Then as a friend, I will help you. I will put my tiredness to the side and I will help you because that's what kind of friend I am. However, if it's some old random thing that you just want me to do or you don't feel like doing it yourself and there's other people that you can call to get that done, no, my answer is no. And then I'm going to make you go to that alternative person. I'm going to route you there with my no. My no is going to reroute you. And if you have an issue with my no, then that lets me know that you have an issue with me. Because I was just being myself. And if you have a problem with me being myself, then maybe this ain't the best friendship for us. Because I'm going to always be myself. And maybe I'm going to be myself a little too much for you. It's going to probably bother you a little bit. And so I don't want no friends with hidden agendas. Being my friend just for this or just for that. So maybe I would probably just, put a pause in the friendship. Or maybe we'll have a communication. Because communication is key. Maybe we'll speak about it and we'll talk about it and we come to a resolution because I like things to evolve and not revolve. So in order to keep things revolving, keep things evolving and not revolving, I operate in my ones and I operate in oneself, my full myself. I operate in my fullness and that's being oneself. Just be yourself. It's just that simple. And I know people will say, oh, but it's hard trying to be yourself when I'm at work. And I'm going to say this with all humbleness and as respectfully as I can say it. Don't apply for jobs that you're not willing to work. If you're an angry person, an attitudey person, a real negative person, why get a job in customer service? Why? Why get a job in customer service? If you know that that's who you are, why get a job in customer service? Every day you're going to go to work angry. Every day you're going to be mad. It's like, don't step into arenas that it's not for you. That's not your arena. Customer service is not your arena. It's just not your arena. Get something that fits your arena. If you're lazy, you don't like to walk, you don't want to move around, you're not a physical person, don't get a job at a warehouse. Don't apply for a job at a warehouse where you're going to be on your feet all day. Don't do that. Why? You don't like to drive, but yet you got a driving job at Amazon. And now you're slinging people packages here, you slinging people packages there. Why? Operate in your fullness. Me, I'm not physical at work. Don't like too much physical activity at work. I tell people every day, I go to work with a desk, a phone, and a computer, and a seat. Desk, seat, phone, computer. I gotta have those things. I can sit down, I can get on the phone, I can talk, I can type on my computer at my desk. I can do that. You can put me in the cubicle, you can put me in the office. Either one. But I have my desk, my chair, my phone, and my computer. I have all those things. And that's what I need to function. Why would I go get a job when I have to exert physical energy? To where I got to get up and do this and do this and do that. I want to get up. I want to go to the fax machine every now and then. I want to go to the copier every now and then. I want to go get my printouts and things of that nature. And I'll come on back to my desk. That's what I want to do. Handle my business. I love to talk, so I handle my business over the phone. That's what I do. That's what I like to do. So that's what I'm going to do. I put myself in arenas that I know I can operate in, that I know I can evolve in. And then I know that I can move up in this position and I just go to the next position, but I still have my desk, my phone, my computer, and my chair. I'm going to have those things no matter how far up this ladder I climb. And when I have to start doing too much physical exertion at work, then that's no longer the job for me. Because I'm going to be attitudey. I'm not going to like it. And not saying that change ain't good, but know what you're willing to change to. And I'm not willing to change to a whole lot of strenuous work. I'm just not. That's not my forte. That's not what I like to do. And I like me, and I know what I like doing. And that'll make me a bad person. That'll make me a lazy person. That just makes me somebody that don't want to do it. And once you learn that and respect yourself for who you are, trust me, life is so much better. I promise you, life is so much better when you respect who you are and you operate in that. Okay, so I'm in a relationship. And I like for my partner, my mate, however, to come home at a certain hour. That's just me. I need you to come home at a certain hour. I need you before, let me say, not so much a certain hour. I need you to come home before a certain hour. Don't come in my home at wee hours of the night. I'm not going for it. First of all, I'm not dating a man who's going to work outside of the hours that I need him to work out of. Unless, how can I say this? Okay, I'm dating my mate. And I need my mate, if he's working a regular 9 to 5, to come home at a decent hour. And if he come home past that decent hour, and it's something that he do repetitiously, just over and over, that's a problem for me. I'm going to let him know that that is a problem for me. And I don't like it. If he continues to come home at God-foreseen hours of the night, he is letting me know that that's who he is. And it's up to me at that point to make the decision on whether I want to be in this situation with him or do I want to be out of the situation with him. It's not up to me to tell him to quit doing it, and if you do it again, all these ultimatums and all. That's not what we're here to do. I'm not here to give you an ultimatum on what you better do and what if you don't do it, and if you do it. That's not it. My thing is I'm here to be me. He is here to be him. And if I don't like him, then I don't like him, right? You get it? If I don't like him, because he is being him, then I don't like him. So why am I doing it if I don't like him? See, because we could be really good friends, maybe even roomies, but we can't be in a relationship together. We can have a friendship together, but not a relationship together, because there's a difference. So I'm saying to say, it's not my job to tell him to stop doing something. It is my job to let him know how it makes me feel. And it is my job after that to operate in me, in my fullness. And my fullness saying, you don't like it. It makes you feel bad. It brings you down. It makes you vibrate at a very low energy. So in order for me to vibrate on a higher energy, I have to remove myself from this particular situation because I have jumped into an arena that's not my own. And if I go the other route and tell him, don't do this and don't do that and don't do this and don't do that, and give him ultimatums and all that, then what I'm bringing into the relationship is control. And my thing is, I don't want to damage you. I just want to manage you in some small way. In some small way. I don't want to damage you. And you damage people by putting your views on them, what you want them to do for you and how you feel it should be. And no. Maybe he wants a woman that accepts him coming in at those awful, godful hours. Them god-awful hours. Maybe that's what he wants. And so he don't like the fact that I don't like it, and he don't like me, because that's who I am. So if two people don't like each other, why are y'all together? Operate in your fullness by being who you are and letting people be who they is, because when people are who they are, you get all of them. I don't want no half-ass relationship. If I'm going to call myself being in a relationship, I want it all. I want the fullness of the person. I want the fullness of the person. I just want the fullness of the person. I have operated in relationships. I have been in relationships, and I enjoy talking. I enjoy helping people in relationships. I just do. I enjoy helping people in relationships. So much I know now that I didn't know before, and that I would love for other people to know before they make the mistakes that I've made, because I've made many. I have made many, but I'm much wiser and I'm much stronger now. You know, people ask me all the time, do you have a man? Or or why are you single? And you giving relationship advice and this, that, and the third. Well, I tell people because I was in a relationship for a very long time. And I built up a tolerance that was so high that physically, mentally, and emotionally broke me in some areas that was so hard to repair. So hard to repair. And now that I am operating in my fullness, I won't take nothing else. I won't accept nothing else. I will not accept nothing else. And am I out looking for a man? No. Am I out attracting a mate? No. That's not what I want to do. Right now, I want to operate in my fullness. And me operating in my fullness is I'm putting time into my passion. My passion is helping others. And right now, if I get into a relationship, part of me when I'm in a relationship is that I give a lot of me to my mate. And I don't have anything to give to a mate right now because I'm doing me. All me. And once I finish doing all me, and this is part of all me, and once I finish doing all me, then I have time for a mate. I don't want to grab a mate. I don't want to do that right now because I'm, However, if my soulmate trinkle down the line, souls attract. And God ain't seen fit for it. And I know for a couple of years he didn't see fit because I was broken from past experiences. And I was carrying them experiences into other experiences. Okay, say for instance, you come from a relationship that was broken. The man cheated on you and he just did you wrong and didn't respect you enough to honor your feelings, right? So you get with the new guy. And just say, for instance, he make the smallest mistake about not returning your call quick enough. You know, let me give you a scenario. You at home. You call your mate. Let's just say your mate is at the gas pump. I use this scenario all the time. Your mate is at the gas pump. He's pumping gas. The phone is in the car. You're calling his phone. It's ringing. He don't hear it. After he comes out the gas station, after he finished pumping gas, he run into the gas station, pick up some, let's say, soda, chips, water, whatever, gum, any lighter, whatever. He comes on back to the car. He gets in the car, and his phone rings. He picks his phone up, and it's a compadre of his. You know, it's a compadre. They answer the phone. Let's say he answers the phone. Hello, hey, how you doing? They talking. After he finished talking with the compadre, he hangs up. And he's just driving. He on about the next light. He doing what he doing. About an hour go past. And he hasn't called you back. And you going off screaming in his ear when you call him and he answers him, he be like, hello? Hey babe, what's up? Motherfucker, don't what's up, me? Your motherfucking ass been off phone, motherfucker day. Where the fuck you been? I was calling your phone. He like, huh? You're like, what the fuck you did? He was like, man, I was at you wasn't at no motherfucking gas station. I called, so why you didn't call me back? Now he got to go through the fact that he didn't know you called. How the fuck you didn't know I called? And I called on you to see on missed call. Who want to hear that? Who? When you know you ain't done nothing, who wants to hear that? Now you just done upset yourself, upset your mate. Now everybody vibrating low because of your insecurities of your past relationship. You done just drew into this relationship. Because of your joy is sapped out of you and sucked you dry. Somebody done sucked all your joy out of you and just done, dried you up like a prune. You come over here and put him in the sun like he a raisin so he can dry up too. That ain't fair. But in your brokenness, you don't even realize it. You just determined not to let nobody else hurt you the way the person before him did. I know people say, why you wear a ring if you're not married? Why you wear a ring? This is to ward off those that I'm not interested in. When you're doing you, this is the best. Whew. When you're doing you, they ask you, you not married? Yes. To myself. My commitment is to me. Marriage is a commitment. I'm committed to me. Yes. Happily. Happily committed to me. Happily committed to me. So I wear this when I go out. I get tried on a daily basis. But I'm not ready for a relationship. Do I know how to maintain a relationship at this point? Yes. Do I know how to evolve in a relationship at this point? Yes. Do I have the time to give to a relationship at this time? No. And I'm just being honest. I'm being honest with myself. Right now, I have 2 school-aged children and a grandson. I have actually 3 grandkids. And I am overwhelmed with joy spending time with them. I have school-age children that needs a lot of help with their schooling. So my time is divided between my grandchildren, my work, and my children. And I'm redecorating my home. So I have a lot going on. And so to be trying to put a relationship in the middle of that, I don't have time for it. Someone's going to be neglected. Do I want to be neglected? No. So why would I even open up the door to neglect someone else. Because that person will be neglected if they got into a relationship with me right now. Because I would not have the time it takes to form that union. I wouldn't have that time. I'm being honest. I wouldn't have that time. So I'm personally not in a relationship for that reason. So it's not because I can't get a man or I can't keep a man or I'm broken or I'm toxic or none of those things. I'm not in a relationship right now because I do not want to make the time for one. And this channel is not about making you be in a relationship. It's about if you're in one or if you're having a friendship or you're having any issues, I give really great advice and I'm just here to give it. You know how they say, don't look at the messenger, listen to the message. Hear my message. I'm here to give the good message on the good foot. I'm here. So, you know, I have my flaws. I have my insecurities, you know. I have a lot of things with me that, I ain't gonna say a lot, but I have a couple of things about myself, as far as appearance-wise, that I would like to change, you know, but that's not keeping me from a relationship. No. It's not most definitely not keeping me from a relationship. I just don't want to make the time to do it. Relationship takes work. I have a lot of work on my plate right now. So again, I told you guys, I'm not that physical. So I'm not gonna overexert myself in nothing. And I'm okay. I'm not all hard up or pressed for a relationship. That's just not what I'm pressed for. You know, I think a relationship is commitment and things of that nature. And I'm just don't want to be committed. I have a lot of commitments right now. I'm committed to my children. I'm committed to my grandchildren. I'm committed to my work. I'm committed to getting my house together. I'm committed to me. I'm committed to a lot of things right now. So to be committed to a mate right now is just not something I want to do. And that don't make me a bad person. That don't make me any less. That don't make my information that I'm giving you any less. Because I have been in a relationship, so I know. So, but no. So those are, just to get that out the way. I would like that if you all like my videos, that you like. And if you want to, you know, you have a question for me, anything like that, comment and subscribe. I also have an office in Walnut Creek, California. And you can meet me at my office. We can talk there, but their fees do apply to meet me at my office. There's an hourly rate for me to speak with you in person. There's an hourly rate if you speak with me over the phone. I have, but however, if you just have like a question that you feel comfortable with, that you don't need my personal time, or one-on-one, so to speak. If you have a broad question that you just want to ask, you can put it in the comment section and we'll talk about it. Okay, well, my name is Rhythm. It's been nice chatting with you all. Enjoy your day. And I got to come up with something to say when I get off. So it's going to be not love, peace, and hair grease, but it could be something. So maybe you guys can help me come up with something I say when I get off. Because when I tune out. My name is Rhythm, and I'm here to save a nation. That's the hope, that I can save a whole nation. Okay? Let's evolve and not revolve. It's been nice talking with you. Thanks. Bye. Hi, I'm Rhythm.